In a bustling city, there lived a man named David. At 35, he felt trapped in a monotonous job as an accountant. Each day blended into the next, and he often found himself daydreaming about the life he wanted, one filled with creativity and passion. David had always dreamed of becoming a chef, inspired by the vibrant flavors and colors of the dishes he loved to cook. However, life had other plans. Bills piled up and responsibilities weighed him down. He often thought maybe it's too late to change. But deep inside, a flicker of hope remained. One fateful evening, while cleaning out his late grandmother's attic, David discovered a box filled with her handwritten recipes, each one bursting with stories and memories. One recipe stood out, a family secret for a delicious pasta dish. As he read through it, he could almost hear her voice, encouraging him to pursue his passion. That night, he decided to cook the dish for himself. As he chopped, sautéed, and stirred, he felt a spark of joy he hadn't experienced in years. The aroma filled his small apartment, and for the first time in a long while, he felt alive. Inspired, David made a pact with himself. He would dedicate at least 2 hours each week to cooking and experimenting with new recipes. He set aside his doubts, focusing instead on the process and the joy it brought him. Weeks turned into months, and David's culinary skills flourished. He began sharing photos of his creations on social media. To his surprise, people responded positively, urging him to consider opening a food truck. At first, the thought terrified him. What if it fails, he worried. But the desire to share his passion was stronger than his fear. After months of planning, he took a leap of faith. He saved enough money and bought a small food truck, pouring his heart into designing a menu that featured his grandmother's recipes alongside his own creations. He named it Grandma's Kitchen. On opening day, anxiety churned in his stomach as he parked in a busy downtown area. As customers approached, he remembered the warmth of his grandmother's kitchen and the joy of sharing meals with loved ones. David served his first customer, an elderly woman who beamed as she tasted the pasta dish. "This reminds me of my childhood," she said, tears in her eyes. That moment ignited something in David. He realized he wasn't just selling food, he was sharing memories and connecting with people. As word spread, lines formed outside his truck. David worked tirelessly, pouring his heart into every dish, creating a community around his food. His focus and dedication paid off. Within a year, Grandma's Kitchen became a local favorite, and David was featured in a popular food magazine. Looking back, David couldn't believe how far he had come. From a stifled accountant to a thriving chef, he had transformed his life by taking small steps each day. He often reminded himself of the late nights spent cooking and the joy that had fueled his journey. One day, as he served a group of young aspiring chefs who had come to learn from him, he shared his story. "It's never too late to pursue your passion," he said. "Focus on what makes you happy, and don't be afraid to take that leap." In that moment, David realized he was now not just a chef, but a beacon of motivation for others, a reminder that with focus and determination, dreams can become reality.